Got an old Dupatta lying around in your closet? Tucked away, faded, maybe forgotten? Don't toss it, flip it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm super excited for today's DIY because we're diving into the world of thrift flipping, giving new life to old fabrics and forgotten fashion, and this time, we're working with a classic, an old Dupatta. Whether it's silk, chiffon, cotton, or georgette, Dupattas have gorgeous prints and textures that are often too pretty to go to waste. Today, I'm going to show you step-by-step how to turn a simple and used Dupatta into a trendy, wearable top that looks straight out of a boutique. Trust me, this is beginner-friendly, no fancy sewing skills required, just a little patience, creativity, and a dash of enthusiasm. Let's start with a little prep. First, dig into your wardrobe or your mom's stash, with permission, of course, and pick out a Dupatta you no longer use. Maybe it's one that used to match a suit you don't wear anymore, or something you thrifted that caught your eye because of its color or pattern. Lay it out flat on a clean surface. Take a moment to inspect the fabric. If there are any embellishments, borders, or embroidered sections, decide whether you want to highlight them in your final design. You can make a strapless tube top, an off-shoulder peasant blouse, or even a cropped tie front top. The possibilities are endless, but today we'll be making a stylish, elasticated off-shoulder top. Next, gather your tools. You'll need scissors, measuring tape, pins, elastic, preferably 1/2 or 1 inch wide, a safety pin for threading the elastic, a sewing machine or a needle and thread, and an iron to flatten folds. Optional extras include tailor's chalk for marking your fabric and leftover thread or lace for decorative straps or ruffles. Once your station is ready, we move to measuring. Take a top that fits you well, maybe a tank or cami, and lay it over the Dupatta. Measure your bust circumference and decide on the desired length of the top. Mark a rectangular section on the Dupatta accordingly. You'll want the width to be your bust size plus a few extra inches for seam allowance and a loose, comfortable fit. The length can be cropped, waist length, or even tunic style depending on your taste. Now let's cut. Carefully cut out the rectangle you've marked. If your Dupatta has a pretty border or scalloped edge, you might want to position your fabric so that becomes the bottom of your top. It adds a beautiful finish without extra effort. Once you've got your main fabric piece, fold the top and bottom edges over about 1 inch to create a casing for the elastic. Press the folds down with an iron so they stay neat, then pin them in place. If you're using a sewing machine, straight stitch along the edge, leaving a small opening at each end of the casing for threading the elastic. If you're hand stitching, make sure your stitches are secure and tight to withstand the elastic stretch. Now comes the fun part, adding the elastic. Measure a piece of elastic that fits snugly around your shoulders for the top edge and your waist or hips for the bottom edge.